From Chris Griffin no longer wearing earrings to Robert Downey Jr. playing Lois's brother, we are counting down 35 Family Guy facts you probably never knew. But first, if you guys like videos like these, please consider giving the video a like, and also subscribing so you can be notified as these videos release. And finally, if you guys would like to hang out with other fans of adult animated shows, please consider joining my Discord. A link to it will be in a pinned comment down below. Now with all that out of the way, let's begin. Number 35. Seth MacFarlane originally wanted every episode to somehow center around the theme of death. You can see this in the titles of early episodes such as Mind Over Murder and Death Has a Shadow. Number 34. In 2009, publisher High Times chose Brian as their Stoner of the Year, and this was due to the popularity of the episode 420. Number 33. William H. Macy was the original voice of Brian Griffin, but because he was busy with other projects, he was replaced by Seth MacFarlane at the last minute. However, William H. Macy did return to voice Brian in Season 10, Episode 5, titled Back to the Pilot, where you can hear him saying, "Whoa, crash ahoy."
Whoa, crash ahoy.
Number 32. Neil Goldman is voiced by Seth Green, who also plays Chris Griffin, but Neil Goldman's name is taken directly from a former Family Guy writer who was also named Neil Goldman. Number 31. Family Guy was revived due to record-breaking DVD sales. After Family Guy was canceled in 2002, the show would continue to stay popular through reruns, and thanks to record-breaking DVD sales, the show was picked up again by Fox, making it the first revival of a television series based on DVD sales. Number 30. The character who calls Peter a phony is named Holden Caulfield, and he is a play on a character from the book The Catcher in the Rye. Number 29. Peter's shirt is actually a woman's blouse. We know this because his buttons are on the same side that Lois's are on. Number 28. The Road 2 series of episodes are named after the Road 2 series of movies featuring Bing Crosby and Bob Hope.
You think he's here? Oh god, it's Cleveland and Bob Hope!
Number 27. Lois's maiden middle name has been retconned from originally being Lois Patrice Peterschmidt to now being Lois Common Denominator Peterschmidt. Number 26. Lois isn't the only character to have her name retconned, as this character's name has been retconned as well. Originally, when this character was introduced, she was going by the name Joanna, but now her name has been changed to Elle Hitler.
Brian, I want to introduce you to Joanna. Look out for this one. She's a bit of a card.
I'm sorry, I don't even know your name.
Elle Hitler. No relation.
Number 25. In Season 18, Episode 12, titled Undergrounded, Joe Swanson claims he was on Seinfeld, which may have gone over people's heads because Joe Swanson's voice actor, Patrick Warburton, was a character on the show. Number 24. In Season 18, Episode 18, titled Better Off Meg, you can see Meg's ID, which reveals that she is 5'2" and 155 pounds. Number 23. In the Family Guy Internet Corn Cutaway, you can see a website titled Cornography.com. If you take the time to search this website, it leads you to the official Family Guy website. Number 22. The school that Meg and Chris attend is named James Woods High School, but since the passing of Adam West, it has been renamed to Adam West High School. A nice attention to detail you will notice is that in all previous episodes, the jocks from Meg's class had JWs on their Letterman jackets, but now all the JWs have been replaced with an AW for Adam West. Number 21. In the Fridge Body Meg episode, the sound effect that is played when Meg gets a new follower is the sound effect that is played when you turn on a Game Boy. Number 20. When Peter does an impersonation of BoJack Horseman, you can see a Hollywood sign in the background. But if you've ever seen BoJack Horseman, you would know that early into Season 1, Hollywood is renamed to Hollywoo after BoJack steals the D from the sign for Diane. Number 19. In Season 4, Episode 1, titled North by North Quahog, Jesus has a license plate that says WWID. This is a play on the phrase, "What would Jesus do?" with WWID obviously translating to, "What would I do?" Number 18. In Season 4, Episode 10, titled Model Misbehavior, there is a hidden joke if you pause the screen. When the Griffins read about their boat race win in the newspaper, if you pause the screen, you can read DVD pause for headline joke, "Millions Disappointed." Number 17. Norm Macdonald only played the character Death for a single episode. Norm Macdonald's portrayal of Death made him one of the funniest reoccurring characters in Family Guy.
What'd you make this cocoa out of? Crap?
If you want me to make it again,
Sorry, Lois, it's my fault. I just assumed you were gonna make it with milk, not crap.
But one thing I'm sure most of you didn't know is that Norm Macdonald only played Death in his initial appearance in Season 2, Episode 6. After this, the role was given to Adam Carolla, who has voiced Death ever since.
Anyone?
The reason Norm Macdonald had to drop his role as Death in Family Guy was because he was already committed to a sitcom called A Minute with Stan Hooper, number 16. In Season 2, Episode 5, titled Love Thy Trophy, we have an Easter egg from the movie The Shining. At some point in the episode, when Stewie is sitting down on the carpet, you can see his building blocks spell out the words Red Rum, number 15. In Season 2, Episode 9, titled If I'm Dying, I'm Lying, Peter campaigns to bring back a show called Gumble to Gumble, but something a lot of people didn't know is that this is actually the first show that Seth MacFarlane ever pitched to Fox, number 14. Here's something I've never seen anyone pick up on. In Family Guy Season 3, Episode 7, titled Lethal Weapons, the sound effect that is played for Lois's karate school is the same sound effect that is used for the Asian ladybug in American Dad.
My husband is always coming early.
Number 13. In Season 2, Episode 19, titled Story on Page 1, you can see Luke Perry reading a magazine, and in the corner of this magazine there is an Easter egg saying, if you can read this, Family Guy is on the air. Number 12. Chris Griffin used to wear earrings for the first 2 seasons, but from Season 3 onward that part of his character design was changed. Number 11. Drew Barrymore is best known in Family Guy for playing Jillian, but did you know that she played another famous Family Guy character? Before Drew Barrymore would go on to play Jillian, she was actually the voice of Chris's infamous teacher, Mrs. Lockhart.
If we're going to be together, I need you to kill my husband.
Ah! Hey! Do you have any idea what time it is? Get in the house, fatty!
Number 10. Family Guy premiered its pilot, Death Has a Shadow, to 22 million viewers. This is mostly due to Family Guy airing directly after Super Bowl 33. Number 9. Seth MacFarlane has made a cameo on The Simpsons. You can see Seth MacFarlane making a cameo as a character on The Simpsons in the episode Dangers on a Train. Number 8. Seth MacFarlane's favorite Family Guy skit is from Season 2, Episode 3, titled Da Boom. Seth MacFarlane's favorite scene from this episode is when Lois realizes how much food the Griffins have wasted, and it cuts to Peter trying to feed Tom Selleck beans through the TV.
Here, Tom Selleck. Come on, down the hatch. Come on. Hey! None for you, Higgins.
Number 7. Seth MacFarlane's favorite episode of Family Guy is Season 8, Episode 1, titled Road to the Multiverse. Number 6. According to a now-deleted tweet, Seth MacFarlane's least favorite episode is Season 2, Episode 21, titled Forefather.
Big whoop, wanna fight about it?
Number 5. In Season 5, Episode 9, when Stewie is dancing with Gene Kelly, it is actually a remake of Jerry Mouse dancing with Gene Kelly, but if you look closely, you can see Jerry's reflection while Stewie is dancing. Number 4. Patrick Peterschmidt was originally played by Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. was the voice for Lois's brother Patrick Peterschmidt, and apparently the story goes that Robert Downey Jr.'s son was a Family Guy fan, so he called the show producers and asked if he could assist for an episode. This led to the creation of the character Patrick Peterschmidt and the Fat Guy Strangler episode itself. However, this was the only time that Patrick was played by Robert Downey Jr., as later he was played by Max Burkholder when Patrick returned in the episode Killer Queen.
キラークイーンはすでにドアノブに触っている。
Now, something I am excited to talk about involving Max Burkholder is that he is the person who is going to be playing John in the upcoming Ted prequel series. Clearly, Seth MacFarlane and Max Burkholder have worked together for quite a while, so this could be a promising casting choice. Number 3. Mr. Weed was voiced by Butch Hartman for the Family Guy pitch pilot to Fox. Butch Hartman is a man we all know for creating Fairly Odd Parents, Danny Phantom, Tough Puppy, the famous Oaxis controversy, and of course plagiarism. But before all that, he was working alongside Seth MacFarlane at Hanna-Barbera. The two of them, while they were working at Hanna-Barbera, had become friends while they were working on Johnny Bravo. So, when Seth MacFarlane was making Family Guy's pitch pilot Death Has a Shadow, Butch Hartman decided to lend his voice for the character Mr. Weed.
Peter, are you sleeping on the job?
What the? Oh, hi, Mr. Weed.
Peter, it's your job to watch for any toy products that might be harmful to children. Now look sharp.
Yes, sir.
After Family Guy was greenlit though, Butch Hartman was replaced by Carlos Alazraqui for the voice of Mr. Weed. Now, Butch Hartman hasn't voiced any more Family Guy characters past the pitch pilot, but an interesting fact worth sharing about Butch Hartman is that his name inspired the name for the character Dr. Hartman. Number 2. Bonnie Swanson was pregnant for 116 episodes, and this came out to 7 years in real time. This joke lasted for so long that it was even pointed out by Peter.
Okay, first of all, Bonnie, you've been pregnant for like 6 years, all right? Either have the baby or don't.
Number 1. When Family Guy was canceled in 2002, American Dad was initially going to be its replacement. Seth MacFarlane never intended to have 2 animated series running at the same time, but fortunately both series have went off to find an identity of their own. You can actually find out more about this in a video I've done called American Dad, the Perfect Pilot. Alright guys, that does it. Really quick, I just want to say a quick thank you to each and every one of you who take the time to watch my longer videos. Needless to say, 2023 was a pretty rough year, and early into the year my focus was split between streaming and YouTube, before I slowly ended up having to drop streaming entirely due to financial problems, and with my limited time restraints, I really only had the time to focus on shorts for YouTube. Surprisingly, a lot of the shorts did really well, and my channel grew from them. But now that I've come back to making long-form videos, for whatever reason, most of the people who found me through my shorts just aren't interested in watching my long-form videos. Along with this, I've had to deal with multiple copyright claims, not any strikes, fortunately, but because of it, it really frustrates everybody, including myself, when I have to go back and repost it, which obviously screws the video because nobody wants to watch something that they just got notified for the previous day, so sometimes it can just feel like a losing battle. But the point is, what I'm really trying to say is thank you to each and every one of you who take the time to watch these videos, because without your guys' support, none of this would be possible, so thank you guys so much. With that said, I'm going to try my absolute best to keep the streak of weekly videos going into 2024. That being said, of course, if you guys would like to ask me questions or send me video topic suggestions directly, a link to my Discord will be in the pinned comment down below. Alrighty guys, you all take care, have a good one.